I am here with the now and current mayor of the city of Gloucester, Sefatia Romeo Theken. Congratulations.
Hi, how are you? Thank you very much. Thank you.
It's been a long day for you.
It's been a long several months for me, absolutely. Primary and election, it's been long.
Tell me the difference between running at large and running for mayor.
Well, at large, you get to convince people you're one of four. Now you have only one vote, and that's it. And you have to convince the people that you're the right candidate. I had to do that during the primary, and I had to do that during the election. I had a great campaign, great people support, great family. I couldn't have done it without them.
Now, you won decisively. I mean, it really wasn't close. I think the final margin was 55 to 43, which was, I thought it was going to be closer, to be honest with you. What is the message you take away from that?
Well, there is no message, because the fact is we all ran what we believed in, though it was diverse, but it was similar. Paul had some great ideas, and I just think that working with the new council, it's a new administration, and we're going to go forward. Tomorrow's going to be the same that I'm doing going forward. I have to look at now the new budget coming and working with my staff.
You mentioned something I had wanted to bring up. Jim Destino, God bless him.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, he has been amazing.
We're a great team. He's called us the heart and soul of Gloucester.
Is he going to stay?
Absolutely.
He
has no choice.
He has no choice.
He has no choice. We're going to finish what we set out to do.
Really?
I did talk to him and asked his family and said, Jim, I really need to know if you're going to stay. Because I really believe, I was taught very well by Jim. He was on the budget and finance. I saw him. And
when he was on the city council.
Absolutely. He was the chair. He's Robert's Rules of Law. So that's great. I'm not. So you know what? And we call each other the heart and soul.
Rules of Law.
That's right. Well, you know what? He'll be in the other room and he'll say, he calls me boss. And if sometimes my voice is getting a little loud, he'll whistle and I'll say, Paula, eat a cracker. And what's good about it is that, you know what we do? We argue, we agree, and we work things out, and then we come out, you know what? But the best thing about it is, if we don't agree, we'll ask the rest of the administration, what should we do here?
Yeah.
And then if we still don't agree, I win.
I'm glad. Well, you should. You're the boss.
I'm the boss.
The morale has been notably happier.
I have a great staff.
Yeah.
I have a great staff.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm telling you something. Any mayor that would have came in really doesn't have to work hard. It has to work just on the budget, because I'm telling you right now, don't forget, me as a councilor put most of them here. The administration had to get appointed by the council. I saw their resumes, I saw their capabilities, and that's why I put Sal where he's supposed to go.
In economic development.
Absolutely, we need that for Gloucester. We need an events coordinator, we need a grants writer, and we also need an archivist. We need an employee for that. We depend on our volunteers for a lot, but you can't worry about the future without the present.
I was so glad to hear you say that about the archives.
Absolutely.
Because if people could see the condition, and God love the volunteers, but the basement of that post office is filled with just boxes of paper. But anyway, I digress.
That's right.
So what are your let's say your top one or two priorities? What are your top priorities going into the next?
Don't make a promise. My top priorities is the budget that's coming. We have contracts coming. And what I want to do with some of the free cash is pay our snow and ice, because I don't know what kind of winter, but I really...
Do we still owe money from last winter?
Excuse me?
Do we still owe money from last winter?
Oh, yes, over $3.5 million.
Really?
I want to at least cut that in half.
Wow.
So we can have a budget going forward, a better budget. To see what we need to do is, we work together and we found so many great things. Do you know, by paying ahead our pension plan, we saved $75,000. See, I love saving money. We did it with health care, we do it with our pension. Not only do you save $75,000, if we continue to do that, we save years.
Interesting. I wanted to bring up something from one of your campaign videos. First of all, the sophistication of your campaign communication was incredible.
Thank you. I owe that to my campaign team.
Was that Chris Sicaran?
Yes, Chris Sicaran,
and Frank DiMercurio.
And Sam Orlando.
They did an amazing job. But you said in one of them, I want to take back Gloucester.
Yes.
What does that mean?
Well, you know what? Everyone kept worrying about everyone coming in from out of town. Let's take it, because everyone's worried, how are we going to get these companies to come in? How are we going to get factories, work, economic? But wait a minute. Gloucester's here. We have to keep who's here surviving. We got to take it back. We got to move it forward. We have great opportunities here, but no one brought them from across that bridge. Seth Moulton is working, Congressman Moulton's working on a bill for small businesses. We did that with the Audrey's Florist. She got her dream. Why shouldn't we? You know, I saw a friend, the Trattoria, 10 years, a business. Business is closing down there. You know what? I don't want to bring more business. I want to fix the business here. They'll see it's full, and then we can start moving forward. It's not that I don't want change. And it's not that the fishing industry doesn't want change. We all want it. We need it to survive. But can I work for this year, work on the structure of Gloucester right now? How can I bring a business into Gloucester in the industrial park if we have to fix the infrastructure? What am I going to promise them? These companies that came, we gave them promise, and then they can't stay open because we can't do the water. You can't do that. I'm not living on broken promises.
So, and you raised something that was, let's admit it was an issue in the campaign. These campaigns are, and not so much the candidates themselves necessarily, but there's a lot of punching and counter-punching and a lot of emotion and passion. What's that like to be in the middle of it? And people are saying things about you that might be very painful.
It's terrible.
Yeah. What did you learn?
You know what? What I learned is keep calm. Show them you can. You know, they all want a CEO. They all thought, oh, you know, the godmother, but they don't even realize why I got the godmother name. It had nothing to do with being the Italian culture or heritage. It wasn't the godmother. It was someone's fairy godmother. A woman was going through chemo and didn't have health insurance, and she was walking away from chemo. And I got her health insurance. She goes, "You're my fairy godmother." So, I mean, people don't know me. And they thought, well, you know what, let's push her buttons, let's see them come out. Well, no, maybe as a city councilor, because we're one of 9, but as your mayor, I represent the whole community. And I said, you know what, I'm going to show them the real me, that I can.
And you did.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, and you know, the voters obviously spoke. And you got a lot of work ahead of you.
Absolutely,
you know, it's one thing to fill in for somebody.
I think now we can, because you know what, I do have the connection across that bridge, but I know that some of the things that were happening, you know, your interim mayor, they really don't know. I think now that they know that I'm going to be here for the next 2 years, I think now we can finally move even closer to what we want. We need affordable housing for veterans. And I was working with the Gloucester Housing Authority saying, we have so much land. If we gave you a piece of land, would you do it for veterans? And can it be Gloucester veterans only? We can, you know. There's a lot of things that we can do.
Yeah. And now you have the freedom to do them.
And actually, I have the freedom now to work with that and work with Congressman Brown. So it's going to be good. I think it's going to be a good 2 years.
Well, congratulations to you. I know you worked awfully hard for it. Thank you
you
for coming up to talk to me.